Hey y'all, I'm James Wright. Welcome to my shop. And Reed Plains, oh, he did it again. Some of you may remember this. It's the Reed Plains Honing Guide. If you don't know what it is, I'll leave a link to the original video where I talk about this. And it's one of those things that I don't use honing guides. So why am I a proponent for them? Because it's a great learning aid. And just because I don't use them doesn't mean that a lot of other people don't use honing guides. They're really useful. And as they go, this one has become one of my favorites. These 3 points in here actually lock onto the side of the iron, and the iron itself registers on these 2 rails. When you slide it together, it can hold even the narrowest chisels. And it can go all the way up to these honking things. One of the downsides though is if you ever want to use an angled iron, you start to run into problems. Yes, you can do it by making these blocks. They actually slide onto the spacers and they will capture either side of the iron, so you can still do angles. But you still have to make one of these for every angle guide you make. But wait a second, if there's 3 points of contact, why can't I just change those? If you could move these pins in and out, then you could create an angle to hold it in the exact same manner. The other problem people were talking about is with the metal onto the brass. When you tightened this all the way down, you really couldn't put a lot of tension on because once it hit the stop, it just stopped. And Jeff said, I can fix that! So here, this is the Reed Plains Honing Guide with some new additions. The easy one is there's just a simple rubber washer that can go on here. And now when you tighten it up, it gives you a bit more pressure and you can actually feel how tight you're cranking it down. It's not amazing, it's not a huge improvement, but it feels good. The big difference are the 3 contact points. They're now long set screws that go all the way through the body, so you can adjust them from the back to match whatever angle you have. These are set up to be 90 degrees to the rail, and if you have a moderate change to the angle, all you have to do is move one stud in or out, and now you're right back to 3 points of contact, very quickly and easily, just adjusting it a little bit one way or the other to change the angle. So now you can very quickly set it up to your screw and crank it down as tight as you want, and you can go to town sharpening with all the benefits of inline grinding. Then when it comes time to set it back up, you just put your square on there and run the screw back until it touches, and there, you're back to 90 degrees. This is one of those upgrades that I personally love. It's just when those obvious little things come up that you can make small adjustments to make a tool better. This is really, really cool. And the best part is Jeff is now selling them, so when you buy the kit, you get them with the upgrades, and it's the same price as it was before. Now, I'm not going into great detail on all the little extras on here because I have a whole other video on that. But it's just one of those things that I love about working with Jeff because he does different things all the time. And I always love seeing what he's going to come up with next. Who knows what we might see coming in the future? Things could be pretty interesting. So a really quick little video, and if you've had a chance to play with one of Jeff's honing guides, I'd love to hear about that. Throw your comments down below. If you have any other questions, thoughts, ideas, snide remarks, throw those down below as well. If you want to see links to all this, down below as well as on the side, not below, you'll see a bunch of names over there. Those are the patrons on Patreon. And between patrons and members and viewers like you, you sponsor this channel. Without you guys, we wouldn't be here. So thank you for that. If you'd like to find out more about Patreon, down below, there's all sorts of things down in the description. It's lots of fun down there. So on that note, I think that'll do it for now. And until next time, have a wonderful day. The Humble Honing Guide, here to guide you through all of your honing experiences. It's like a Sherpa made of brass.